Hey y'all, I just scared my cat. Anyway, I was looking at my local news there, and they had, I think it was look back in history or something. It was Da Nang, Vietnam. And here I see the U.S. aircraft carrier stops in Vietnam in first visit since the war. USS Carl Vinson. Where 3,500 Marines landed in March 1965. As y'all know about the Vietnam War, it was all based on a lie, like all these wars are. It's all about their the trade and population control, and it's all these wars are scripted and planned out and shit. Don't have to tell y'all that. That's for y'all that don't. Anyway, China says U.S. carrier's Vietnam visit was a waste of money. It is. But anyway, China. Yeah. Anyway, here's about Agent Orange, Da Nang, in Vietnam. There. It's still affecting people, and it will keep affecting people. And then here's what I was looking at. 11 nations, but not U.S. to sign Trans-Pacific trade deal. I'm sorry. Here's the name. Sorry. It's the 4th largest city in Vietnam. After Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Hapong in terms of urbanization and economy. It's located on the south coast of the South China Sea at the mouth of the Han River. It's one of Vietnam's most important port cities. That's why they wanted it for trade, right? There you go. And here is the Trans-Pacific blah blah blah. Y'all know about this shit though. Here Chile sends a message against trade wars. Woo! I didn't see that. I will get that one too. Okay. Okay. Here it is. It's in Santiago, Chile. Which obviously that's where I get all this stuff from Chile. Anyway, 11 countries are expected to sign a landmark Asia-Pacific trade agreement in Santiago today as an antidote to the increasingly protectionist bent of the U.S., which pulled out of the pact last year. Like we say, it's all by design, all this shit. You know, our economy, this country, the system, it's set up to fall. Here we go. Anyway, and here's a picture from where they signed it in Da Nang, Vietnam, November 9th, 2017. The signing ceremony comes the day after Europe and the IMF urged President Trump to step back from the brink of a trade war focused on steel and aluminum imports. This has been ongoing, by the way. It's not just Trump here. It's y'all know this shit though. This shit's by design, you know, like with the coal industry and all that stuff. You know, with how they done with the coal, they're you know, pushing the green energy, clean energy, and everybody stopped buying coal, and then certain people bought up all the stock in that, thus making all the profit off it. George Soros. He's one of them. It would reduce tariffs in countries that together amount to more than 13% of the global economy, a total of $10 trillion. With the U.S., it would have represented 40. Even without the U.S., the deal will span a market of nearly 500 million people, making it one of the globe's 3 largest trade agreements, according to Chilean and Canadian trade statistics. there, it was thrown into limbo 3 days after Trump's inauguration in a bid to protect U.S. jobs. The 11 remaining nations, led by Japan and Canada, finalized the revised trade pact in January. It will enter in force when at least 6 member nations have completed domestic procedures to ratify the agreement. Today, some requirements of the original TPP demanded by U.S. negotiators will be revised. That'll be revised. Those include rules ramping up intellectual property protection, pharmaceuticals, of course, which governments and activists of other member nations worried would raise the cost of medicine. It will anyway. It'll raise the price of everything. The member countries are Australia, Brunei, however you say that, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, and Vietnam. He also threatened to dump NAFTA at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, but it might return to the TPP pact if it got a better deal. Like I said with this, y'all know the deal with this shit. It's all by the script. Trump promised Thursday to show flexibility and cooperation towards real friends as he prepared to impose import tariffs on steel and aluminum. Like I said with the steel and aluminum thing, I've done a video on this 2 years ago. U.S. steel layoffs blamed on China. It's a bit, like I said, outdated, but there's the links there for this stuff. I'll put all these links below there, but yeah. Not just in the U.S. this is happening, it's happening globally. Steel industry, losing jobs and stuff. Scotland, I know it's one of them. And, here in the U.S. Anyway, I'll get to Chile. Here we go to Chile. Oh shit. There. Chile minister says TPP 11 agreement sends a message against trade wars. Y'all know the deal with this shit though. It's a war on us. There's the Asia Pacific Trade Agreement there. I'll leave these links if you want to look at this stuff. And here's about Santiago, where they're signing this at. It's the capital and largest city of Chile. But here's some new stuff. That's interesting there. I'll get that in a second. Here is Santiago. Okay, there we go. It's one of the largest cities in the Americas. Center of Chile's largest and the most densely populated conurbation. It's entirely located in the country's Central Valley. So, ideal spot there, this place is. There's their flag. Oh, look at their coat of arms. Anyway. Here's about their history and all this shit. Anyway. And here is about the president-elect. He's been president before. I should have put that there. Between 2010 and 2014. And he was elected again in March 2018. He's really rich. Just look where he went to school at. Oh, Pontifical Catholic University of Chile. And Divine Word College. Harvard. the Fulbright program. I don't know much about this stuff, but anyway, there's these other places he went. He's a professor of economics at the University of Chile and the Pontifical Catholic University of Chile and Adolfo Ibanez University. Blah, blah, blah. There's his foundations and stuff and businesses. He was general manager of the Bank of Talca. He was accused of violating banking law. If he did, he was told to. You know how this shit goes. Anyway, he once owned Chile Vision prior to becoming president. He also owned 27% of LAN Airlines and held 13% of Colo Colo, a football club, soccer for us here in the U.S., and held minor stock positions in companies such as these. He was fined for not withdrawing a purchase order after receiving privileged information, insider trading. And he sold Chile Vision for $160 million in 2010 to Time Warner and AT&T merger coming. Anyway, and there he has shares in Scandinavian Airlines. He's got a fortune of $2.8 billion as of February 2018. His wealth is involved greatly due to credit cards, introducing credit cards there in the 70s, putting more people in debt. He's making money off of that. Anyways, there was one I was looking at, and I can't freaking find it now. Where the heck did it go? Give me just a second here. I will find it. And I'm about to run out of time. Fuck. There was something. Give me just a sec. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. Here it is. It is criticism. In early 2012, physicist Frank Duarte sharply criticized his performance in handling the Chilean-Peruvian maritime dispute at The Hague, deemed as favoring commercial interests over the interests of the Chilean people, and called the Chile's withdrawal from The Hague. Following the ruling against Chile, several political figures in Chile also called for its withdrawal. In addition, imply withdrawal from the Pact of Bogota, however you say. Anyway. And here's this dude. And look what he does. And he criticizing this dude for not having the interest of the people in mind. Well, you know, he's a laser physicist and author, editor, books on tunable lasers and quantum optics. He introduced the generalized multiple prism dispersion theory. Well, there's all that stuff I don't know much about. And his work has taken place at a number of institutions in the academic, industrial, and defense sector. So he really got the interests of the people in mind there, don't he? Working for the military there. Anyways, I mean, that's fascinating stuff, but yeah, use it for the betterment of humanity, not for that shit. And, you know, anyway. Seems like a smart dude there. Like I said, I'm not no physicist or nothing, but anyway. Okay, there's about that president dude. Anyway, here is another one. The president outgoing here is wanting to amend the Constitution, proposes a new Constitution in the last days of office. Why didn't she do that before? Way before, you know? Anyway. Equal pay for men and women, and I'm about to run out of time, so, anyways, yeah, y'all, this is all by design, y'all know this shit, but, anyways, check that stuff out if you want. I'll leave the links below. Take care, y'all. I'll see you later.